Shout out to Zettie. First of all, thank you for showing up. I know, I asked you as well, like, bro, you wouldn't even believe the shit. So thank you for showing up. I started getting scared. I started just talking about, rambling about shit. I was like, shit, well, we just gonna keep the show going. But shout out to you. The first major question that I have been getting is, who is Zettie Wayne? I don't know if you get that a lot, because I don't want to be, I done seen your, previous interviews, and I don't want to, be like, I don't want it to be repetitive. But a lot of people really want to know, who is Zettie Wayne? Who is Lil Zettie? That's the number one question. Like, the people want to know, like, who is Lil Zettie? Who is he? I'm like, what? Like, my homegirl, she cut her. She was like, who is Lil Zettie? I keep on hearing Lil Zettie. Who is Lil Zettie? I'm like, Lil Zettie, like, from Sad That's from Bunton. Like, I don't be knowing, like, what to say. Congratulations on your music. Congratulations on your clothing line. But the people really, even the boys in the can, they watching us right now. Shout out to y'all. But, the people want to know. So I'm going to give you the flow.
I don't know. I'm just typical hood nigga with big dreams and goals. And I just, I strive towards them, and a lot of them I achieve.
So, with that being said, so you still a street nigga, that ain't going nowhere?
At this point, I wouldn't even label myself a street nigga, because, like, I got motion in the streets, but I don't just roam in them like that no more, because I'm just in position. So right. I don't really just do the shit that I used to do, just hang on corners, on blocks. I don't do that shit no more.
Was that part of your growth?
Yeah, it's part of my growth, and it was part of being around the people I got friends on different levels. So the ones that's on other levels that see my potentials and see who I am, they gonna tell me what not to do and what I shouldn't do when you trying to elevate and get from off them corners.
Right. So would you say with that, not only are you you have friends that's on different levels that are helping you, just growing? Because me personally, I take notes, from different people. Even with me sitting with you, like, I ran across one of your lives that said, what makes a girl with a boutique, a female with a boutique, feels like she's any better than a female with a 9 to 5. Yeah. I think that was a real interesting topic, and I listened to you. I might not comment because your comments get to going ham, but I listened to a lot of stuff you said, and since I've known you since we was in high school, you've always been an intelligent person. You get what I'm saying? So you speak a lot of stuff that a lot of people, it's the truth, but they don't want to hear. But you definitely speak on it. Sure. I definitely see that. But so you, even the partners around you on your way up, did you have to, kind of let some go in order to? Because they say everybody can't go to the top.
Basically, what I do is with my partners, all the niggas that's got the same point of view of me, and we strive for the same stuff. Them the niggas I have around me, whether they from Bunton, Sad Dollar, Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove. So if niggas ain't got the same vision as me, same view as me, I cut them niggas out. Fuck them. Ain't about that action.
We definitely know that.
So I cut a nigga off if we ain't striving for the same shit. Then you don't serve no purpose with me. Females neither.
So you feel like it's really pointless at that point. They become like a nuisance. Like, you just gotta go because you basically just in the way.
Yeah, I know what to do with them. Like, I can pull up crack jokes with you, but when it's time to go handle my business, I'm gonna go be productive. It's like 2 P's I live by every day: productive and a profit. So if I come outside and I do something productive and I make a profit, and then I'm cool for the day, I'm gonna go back in the house.
And congratulations on the new baby. Shout out to Zettie Unique too. That's my baby. But congratulations on your little boy too. Like I said, I see a lot of stuff, but I just don't come in because it be so much. I just stay in my own little lane. But what about your clothing brand? What's the story behind it? What's the story behind the elephant?
A lot of people think that the lion is they think the lion the king of the jungle, but he really not. Like the elephant really run a jungle. Like he's smart, he got wisdom, he got knowledge, he leads the herd. He like a giant, he can step on shit, but he really don't have to unless he forced to. So and they bring luck, they bring peace, they bring joy. But you know one thing about a lion in the jungle, have you ever seen like when a lion chases prey, it run to the water?
Yeah.
Because a lion scared of water.
But an elephant not.
Elephant gonna get deep in that water.
Okay. I understand that. I like that. Because my granny, she used to have elephants lined up in her living room.
That's why.
And I never understood what the meaning behind it. It was the big elephant, I guess the daddy elephant, the mama elephant, and then the baby elephant. But I never understood the real meaning behind the elephant. And then when you bought your clothing line out, I was like, what is the real meaning? Because people can think it mean one thing, you know, like they say elephants never forget. So
that's part of it too.
You know, but a lot of people stick with that one thing.
They don't know all of them.
Yeah, they don't know everything about the elephant. So that's a pretty good breakdown.
Yeah, they strong. They lead the herd. And like the person I am, I lead everybody around me, whether it's my family, whether it's niggas in the streets, whether it's a female. So I'm really him. Like, I don't care if you see me with 100 niggas, I lead them niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be the one make, you know.
The moves.
Yeah.
You calling the shots.
Yeah. Or sometimes I be the brains. I just let them be the muscle.
Right.
It all depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay to step back and don't always have to be the front runner all the time,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Okay.
You gotta have.
I like that.
You gotta have people around you that's everybody gotta play a part. And sometimes people try to do it by themselves. Like I got the money, and all my partners know it, but it's something that he hold that I need.
Right.
And so we put it all together, and then boom, that's how we, you know, you get the motion. That's how you're gonna pay attention to what's going on.
So that's kind of like, I can relate to that in my podcast. Like, everybody in this studio plays a major part in me. I've been running this since March the 1st. So everybody in here, and it's done been a lot of changes to where it's growing now, you know. But like you said, they may hold these, might have knowledge on these, and I don't know. But they gonna make sure, you know, we sit down, we're gonna put the game plan together, we're gonna get it in motion.
For sure.
So is that basically like?
Yeah, you're doing the right thing. It might start off like you don't, or they ain't paying attention, they watching.
Yeah, oh yeah, they definitely watching.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna watch, and they might not say it, but they gonna watch, you know what I'm saying? But the more you do it, the more you gonna see gravitate. Then it get to the point where you go so hard where they ain't got no choice but to get down.
Right. Okay, so what would be your advice to me? Just keep going.
Keep going. a lot of people stop.
Yeah, I know.
Can't stop. You gotta keep going. You know how much shit I done faced in life?
Yeah.
I ain't never folded.
Yeah, never.
You know
and even I wanna ask you this. Cause when I seen you when you got out, you know, I know a lot of people were surprised about that because, you know, people, you know how it is. People gonna talk regardless or whatever, but half the time, 99.5% of the time, they don't even know what's really going on or the motions or the, you know, moves being made behind the scene. So when you got out, like, how did you just take off with that? Like, it's like you came out, Zettie, you did your time, you came home, and you did what was supposed to be done.
First thing I did when I went to jail, I started writing down everything I knew I was gonna do. And I wrote everything down. So all the shit you see me doing now, I wrote it down first. So like when I was in jail, niggas used to call me, they used to say, nigga, you a dinosaur. So that's how the elephant came about, cause niggas be like, you a dinosaur. So I used to always tell people, I'm the elephant in the room. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere I go, I take up space. I'm gonna run shit over. I don't give a damn who you put me around. And so that's how it first started, because that's who I am in the room. Don't matter where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And so everything I done, I wrote it down. Like my label, PCF, I wrote it down. I had like 5 different labels, and I went to all my partners and said, which one y'all think the best one? Then I went and got my paperwork done to it, and then I just started billing niggas around me, putting them in my lights, interviews, and then they start progressing. And so, um, uh, one of my problems was in South Dallas. My mama used to tell me, she used to be like, South Dallas and them niggas gonna be your downfall. Mm-hmm. She would tell me this in 08, 09. Mm-hmm. But at that moment, I wasn't as wise as I am now.
Right.
And so sometimes when you in a picture, you don't see that the picture is really a disaster. So when you step outside the picture, then you look at that picture, you be like, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix this. So while I was in jail and my partners, they were watching BET and TMZ, I was in my cell like trying to get my GED.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just certain things. When niggas called me out to talk for the Bloods, I'm like, man, fuck that shit. Nigga, I been thugging and half of you niggas ain't, like, I was doing that shit. So they was, like, they automatically put them jackets on my back. So when I was in the penitentiary, all the niggas from Dallas, when they get off the bus, they used to come to my bars and like bees with me and say, I'm getting your blessings. So me, I'm still not understanding, like, why is all these niggas coming to me saying they getting my blessings? So this older nigga from Cali, he was like, you must got some power in your city or something. I say, why you say that? He say, all these niggas keep coming to the bar saying they getting your blessings. He said, what they doing is they letting all the niggas that's sitting around watch them like bees with you because you stamped. So if you stamped, it make them stamp. And I'm like, oh. Because at first I ain't get it. Everybody get off the bus. Hey, I'm gonna come get your blessings. I'm getting your blessings. I'm just doing this shit. And then it came a point where some niggas I didn't like bees with because everybody got their own reasons of why they bloods or why they with something. So in my mind, you know, when you think of a gang, you think of violence. Right. But blood really supposed to be like brothers leading others out of darkness.
Right.
So I really switched my whole concept up about the blood shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of with the violence. But it's like everything I'm doing now, I wrote it down in jail.
And brought it to life.
Yes.
So your label
PCF.
PCF. What's the meaning behind it?
That's the Paper Chase family.
Paper Chase family.
Yeah.
I like that. Now I got another question, but this from the boys in the King, because you know they don't got nothing to do but try to see what's going on. Just get their time at the way. Okay. They want to know about the dice game. Mm-hmm. They want to know about the dice game. That's one of their main. Ask them about the dice game. Ask them about the dice. I don't know what dice game. What dice game?
I had lost like $200-something.
That's what they talking about.
Yeah, everybody was talking about that.
Yeah. I mean, the boys down there, they want ask them about the game. I'm like, what dice game? Like, what have I missed? Like, where have I been? So you lost 20 bands, 20 plus bands.
200-something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, then you.
Yeah, I lost like 150,000, and the next day I woke up and lost like 60,000 to a roach. And so what I done was, I'm tell you why I lost that money though, because when you have that type of money, sometimes you don't have the proper people around you, or the proper females around you. You know what I'm saying? So you're not around no one to tell you like, hey, you need to take this money and do this. You need to take this money and do this. You just got the money, you just be sitting on it, because it ain't really nothing that you want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I started learning. I got to put myself around people that got other things going on, because they can teach me, like, do this with the money, do this. You know what I'm saying? And so that was my problem, was I just had the money, but I take it back to the hood. And in the hood, to be honest with you, them niggas roaches. So when you put food on the ground, all them roaches coming for your money. So when I go places, if I go out, everybody zoom in on me, because I'm gonna come in the gambling shacks with the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real.
No, and that's what I do around my podcast. I keep it real and raw, like, and we not no mediocre, no nothing, like I keep it real.
So when you go up in them bitches, all them roaches, they're gonna try to attack you. They're gonna be smiling in your face and dapping you, but the whole time they trying to hit your pockets. And I wasn't doing the proper things with it. Nigga make me mad, I put a dub on that shit. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that I shouldn't do. So God said, you know what? I bless you with this and I bless you with this, and this what you do with it. So he had to take some of it from me, because I was using it for negative reasons too, when I should have been doing something positive with it. Like, I put a dub on a nigga head when I really should have bought my son some land.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
that
shit,
makes sense.
you know, shit like that, like not doing the proper things with it. And so I went back to isolating myself again. Stop going back to the hood, stop going back around these niggas, and then I just go back and get that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Because I got, like, one thing about a nigga that really got power and respect in the streets, he not gonna be broke.
Right.
Because you are connected to everything. You know what I'm saying? So it really ain't shit that I can't touch or I can't put my hands on. And sometimes I just be being humble unless I'm forced to.
A lot of times I see you, I feel like you are very humble, especially with the status that whether you want it or not, you have. A lot of times I see you in your humbleness. I see the growth from Lil Zettie to Zettie Wayne, you know. I see that. And going back, I just want to circle back around to when you said, you know, it's different when you're not looking at the picture until you step at the picture. So for like females that hold they niggas down, you know, while they doing their time. Because sometimes we already on the outside looking at the picture that y'all don't see. And we trying to tell y'all, but it's like we nagging, but we really not nagging. We just see some shit that y'all don't see. We listening to shit that y'all don't hear, and we really trying to stop y'all before disaster. Cause I know you know God, Zed. I know you deep in your faith with God. I know this about your family, your mama. I know you got a praying mama. So with that being said, you know, even in the Bible it says it's warning before destructions, and God will send you warnings through anybody.
For sure.
So when that happens and that street nigga, you know, he go down, now he got some time. What's your take? Cause I've never got a male's view on that take. It's always the females. Oh, that wouldn't be me. Oh, that couldn't be me. Cause mine's been gone for a minute. I ain't left. Commissary good, phone good, whatever. They don't need to be talked about good. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything good, you get what I'm saying? But as long as he was on the outside, I was profiting from that shit. I was benefiting from that shit, make sure I was good. What's the problem with holding? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times they say niggas sell female dreams in jail, right?
Right.
See, I went through that phrase with a young lady when I was in jail, but it was like when I go to jail, she don't put money on my books. She don't put money on her phone. So when I went to jail, it's like I already be having everything in order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, when I go to jail, I be in position. So the same way that I was living in the world, I be living like that in jail. Like I have it my way. You know what I'm saying? So I never had to use a woman in jail to do nothing. So if she there for me, and then she really just there for me, and I'm not gaining nothing from her. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right.
So I never lie to a woman neither. Like, if I like two bitches, if you my girlfriend and I want another girl, before I go just fuck another girl, I'm gonna tell you, can I bring her home? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that type of nigga. And a lot of time I don't gain nothing from the female. She's gonna gain from me.
Right.
Because I'm gonna lace her up and I'm gonna show her shit that she ain't seen. Cause 9 times out of 10, the niggas she was fucking with before me ain't fucking with me.
Right. Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's understandable. So even with, like, okay, your scenario, that's the scenario I'm in. I don't have to, you know, do it because the same way it was out here. You know what I'm saying?
If he was handling his business with you out here, then you handle your bitch with him when he going there. Because some of them chances that he was taking to go to jail,
exactly.
It was for the family. It was
definitely for the family. So why would I leave my nigga stranded? Even though, you know, a lot of times he'll tell me, oh, you don't gotta do this or you don't gotta do that, but I'm gonna do it because even before he know it, because I feel like that's what I know I'm supposed to do. Like, that's my best friend, we locked in. You get what I'm saying? I'm not that type of female that, okay, he got this time, so I ain't finna wait on this nigga woo. This nigga never asked me to stop living my life. Just don't fuck over me.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
I got 40 years, right?
Right.
The young lady I had a baby by, she held me down. the whole 6 years, 7 years. You know what I'm saying? And I told her the same thing. This is what I told her. I said, if you want to fuck with me when I get out of jail, 'cause I used to look over when I was in the world, 'cause I live a fast life. But then when you get some time, you say, well, maybe this person really like me for me. 'Cause all my bitches had ran off and had babies. And all them same bitches want my baby now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they get no action.
Yeah.
But I told her the same thing, 'cause I got 40 years. I told you live life. I said, you want to fuck when I come home, just, you can deal with, I ain't asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be loyal. So that was write me, come see me, hit me up. Don't have no baby when I come home. I'm gonna fuck with you, shawty. I come home.
So that's basically the same speech I got.
I came home. I fuck with shawty. And shawty showed her some shit she ain't never seen. Counted some money she ain't never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's nothing wrong, and from a man's point of view, from a man that's been in that situation. Cause a lot of times I get a lot of people, that couldn't be me, but me, I be like, bitch, it ain't gotta be you, it's me. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between me and you. Like, I know who was feeding the family. I know who was bringing the bread home to the table. I know who was keeping the lights on. I know who was, whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, our oldest kids, they the same age. Yeah. They 22. I've been with him since my son was 2 months. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, what the loyalty is more important than anything. The loyalty and respect is more important than anything.
Some niggas go to jail and they don't have a chick, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when they was in the world, they weren't handling their business. You know how you be in jail, nigga be like, I ain't got no hoe, ain't nobody write me, ain't nobody seeing me. You know why nobody come seeing you, ain't nobody writing you? Because you weren't looking out for your mama, you weren't looking out for your kids, you weren't looking out for nobody that was around you. So now you in a bad situation, ain't none of them enough for you.
Yeah, but that's only right though, right?
Yeah, but that's why it be like that for certain niggas. Niggas that's handling their business, they're going to have some support or somebody doing something for them. Because people not going to forget, you feel what I'm saying, if them times come. You feel what I'm saying? So when I go to jail, it's like so many people write me to where I can't even write people back. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I don't write them back. I just read them. Okay, I'm going to remember them.
Just because they took the time out to write me that letter. And that's what's up. That's what's up. So loyalty goes a long way with you. So if you could go back and tell your younger self anything, what advice would you give yourself?
Main one, don't fuck with these niggas. Number 2, education. You know, you can always lose everything, but you can't never lose your education or your diploma or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you can lose the money, you can lose the cars, you can lose this. But your education, you can't never lose. So if you got that, you can always go back and shake back if you're trying to do it the positive way. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to do it that way, you got it. You know, everybody got their different hustles. But if you all want to fall back to, cause I know people that be doing bad because they trying to get it out the street, but they ain't got no feelings. Why not just go get a job?
Right. And I've never understood that if you're able to get a job, and I'm talking about no felonies, no nothing, like even if the hustle become a part-time, you always keep you a main source of income. And then there's so much money out here with these, technology jobs, the CDL things or big things, the box trucks, and, but you don't have no felonies. I feel like if you don't have to take that chance, the chance don't even be taken.
I tell niggas that all the time. I be telling niggas shit from a real street nigga point of view. See, every nigga ain't a street nigga to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Some people think that a street nigga is a nigga that sit at the store all day. He got a gun. He's thugging. And he's just, he just outside all night. But really, a street nigga is a nigga that he might wake up in the morning and he ain't got no money, but he gonna go outside and he gonna get the proper fruits and the proper things that his kids and his family need and bring them back home. You know what I'm saying? That's like what a real street nigga is like. It's not a nigga that got a gun that just be outside thugging. Them niggas dumbass niggas. You know what I'm saying? A real street nigga, he can wake up today, they don't got no money, but he finna go outside and he gonna come back with some food. He gonna come back with some clothes. He gonna come back and make sure the light bill paid. That's what a real street nigga is in my point of view.
And I agree with that. And that's a lot of times I say, just like how you saying about everybody's not a street nigga to you, I feel like every female want a street nigga, but you're not really built for that shit. Because it's a lot of shit that come with that shit that you got to deal with. Them 2 o'clock in the morning calls and, you know, the phone going dead. You got to worry about the hoes, because the hoes going to fly. Because the money, cars, and clothes, they going to fly. So you got to put yourself in position to where, like, okay, this where home gonna be. But at the same time, you also gotta know you can't keep this nigga. But if you and this nigga rocking, like y'all say y'all rocking, it's overstood. But at the end of the day, everybody not built for this shit, because you gotta think about, prime example, you said you got 40 years. That's the shit we gotta think about. So when that time come, you gonna rock out, you gonna roll, or what you gonna do? Me, I'ma stand 10 toes. I'ma rock out regardless of whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it come to a time where, you know what I'm saying, it's time for me to, you know what I'm saying, say I'm doing bad. You know what I'm saying? And my nigga got motion. You know what I'm saying? He got motion. But me, I don't accept a lot of things from everybody, because one thing I don't need nobody doing is coming back saying what they did for me, or what they done for me, or what they gave me. So it goes back to the knowledge. The best thing he ever taught me, I'ma just say this, it's related to when teaching somebody to fish instead of feeding
them the fish.
You hear what I'm saying? That's the best game he ever put me on.
For sure.
So I'ma eat regardless if times get that tough. You get what I'm saying?
For sure. He teach you how to fish.
So, you know, not only can I bring the fish, I can go out there, get the fish, bring the fish back in, and take care of what needs to be taken care of.
For sure.
So, you know, I don't know, like, I think, like, coming from a real street nigga, that we definitely know that, without a doubt, it ain't even about you want that title or nothing like that. Like, you know, you just a living legend. And like before you came, what I said was, this a real living legend from, you know, in the state of Dallas, throughout the city. And it's really a blessing. It's a blessing, and thank God for him to still be amongst the living. You know what I'm saying? A living legend, and not long live this legend.
Nah,
you know
for
what
real.
I'm saying? So I actually said this before before
That's
you
a fact,
came in.
though. I done faced death plenty of times. I done faced death. But God just got a plan for me. They can't stop it. So every time they try to dig me a hole, I put them pussies in it. Y'all ain't noticed that shit? Every time they try to dig me a hole, I put them in it.
But that's with anything. Anytime somebody try to dig a hole for somebody else, 9 times out of 10, they digging it for themselves.
Envy, jealous. And that's why I don't mess with girls. Like, I don't mess with niggas' girlfriends, because it's already like a lot come with me.
Yeah.
And like, niggas already be on my drip and watch what I do. I gotta ride low-key cars. You can't ride fly. You just come a time where you can't do that shit, because niggas really, you know what I'm saying? So I don't deal with these nigga bitches, you know what I'm saying? Or girls.
And bitches be messy.
Because it causes problems, especially when you a nigga that's in position.
Yeah.
Them niggas start being envy more, because they feel like they chick or get in a better situation, or this nigga like this. So I don't even mess with you know what I'm saying? Some people might think I got a bunch of bitches. I don't even carry myself like that. Like, I look over a bunch of bitches, because I know it's a lot come with them bitches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just, that's why I don't even do it, because it just causes more problems, more envy. Because niggas will kid about the hoe.
Yeah.
They won't kid about their kid, but they'll kid about the hoe.
And Plug Love, that movie is a prime example. That movie is a prime example of how these niggas will really whack somebody behind their bitches, and at the end of the day, I know you got way more to live for than, you know what I'm saying?
I don't deal with them. When girls try to talk to me, and I know they got boyfriends and different niggas they deal with, I be like, hell nah, shot. Like, I don't even rock like that. Like, I know, little buddy. Even though niggas cut though like that, but I just don't carry myself like that. Them niggas ain't me. So we in different type of categories. So I pump the brakes on little shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even hit them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know.
So with the all this going on, like with the new generation or whatever, because you know these niggas out here like carrying sticks like they in fucking Iraq and
Nah, for real.
they shoot shit. Zettie, I ain't bullshitting. I do not like stopping at little work because if one of them little bitches run up on me, bro, I'm giving them my keys, my phone. Sir, can you just call me an Uber? Never mind, don't even worry about it. I'll try to use another phone. I didn't see you. I don't know you. Enjoy your new car. Like, I'm getting down. These young niggas, I'm scared of them bitches. I'm scared of them bitches. And I'm not scared to say I am scared of them bitches. It must have been something in the Similac or the Infamil in the year 2009, from the 90s, the late 90s to the early 2000s, because these little motherfuckers is shooting like they is in Afghanistan and they ain't playing no game.
Got no guidance.
They got switches and shit. I didn't even know what the fuck a switch was, and I'm like,
Rap music.
It's playing a big part. So
It's the rap music.
You being a real street nigga, can you help us? I mean, I know you can't just go out there and
I'm
stop
tell you some real
now,
shit. It be a lot of little niggas beefing that I don't talk about it, but I get between that shit. Some niggas that I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pull up with my little dog right here and pull up on him and be like, man, y'all, what y'all? I'll kill that shit. I done that shit in a lot of situations. I done that shit with grown niggas before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now that's what I'm saying. That's what's needed, I feel like, is a OG, you know what I'm saying? Cause we old now, Zettie, like, you know, we old. But I feel like that's what's missing from the streets is like the OGs to pull them back and say, hey, let me sit you down. Now y'all beefing over what? That shit stupid.
It's cause
let's go ahead and squash it.
It's like this. See, with me, all the young niggas respect me because even though I got the mentality to change, I still be with that shit. So it's like young niggas only respect getting money and busting heads. So niggas know, like, I will get active. I will, you know what I'm saying? So they listen. But it's like, that's all they respecting, though. It's like, nigga, you just gonna get, you know, I'm respecting money and busting heads because it's just how the generation is. Then you had a rap music that influences a lot of young niggas, but what they don't understand, some of these niggas they listen to, these niggas talking about shooting up shit from their mansions. They ain't out there no more. You feel what I'm saying? They only doing it to get a check. These niggas make videos from their cribs. You know what I'm saying? They ain't you don't see them out there in the projects on the field. They can't get touched. They got 100 security guards with them. So they can rap about, you got, who that last one they was just beefing, NBA Youngboy and Dirt.
Yeah,
them
NBA
niggas,
Youngboy,
they can't touch each other. Them niggas got 100 security guards with them.
Yeah.
So they just doing this shit to make money and bumping and shit, but they can't get touched now. You gonna go outside and get your ass whacked.
I'm talking about straight out the door.
Cause you ain't got no money.
You ain't got
no security guard.
No, nobody knows nothing.
And you ain't got number 1, 2 places. You gonna be the corner store and back home the corner store. So a nigga will easily wipe you down.
And they already know the play. They already know what you be.
See, these niggas can get away with them things, but it influenced the youngster when they hear them talking about spinning and shooting shit. At one point in their life, they probably was doing that. But now niggas having money and shit, they ain't trying to jeopardize this shit on no look like. They ain't trying to jeopardize, but the young niggas, they ain't got the minds of some of their daddies was followers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be stumped down. You know
Cause one thing I will say is, I when I found out about that shit in Chirac, it was like last year. I didn't know nothing about like what was really happening in Chicago till about last year. I sat there and for hours and hours and hours and watched documentaries on how they was just like shooting shit up like. That's where ops came from. You catch an op lacking and you know, like King Von, like may he rest in peace, but King Von, you know, how he was telling stories. That's one of my favorite songs, the story song that he telling, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of my favorite songs because he telling a story about how a stripper bitch that he ran into set this other nigga up and, you know, he ended up running into the ops and all this and all that, but like, what advice would you give them? Like, somebody gotta be able to reach out and touch them because I feel like they lost.
It is lost, and a lot of things we like I always tell people, I'm a street nigga, but I still understand God.
Yeah.
Some people don't understand God. They don't understand. They haven't been taught these things. You know what I'm saying? So some things that I do in the streets, I might do it when someone be disrespectful or try to be a snake or play on my top. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just going outside just on some dumb shit like niggas be on, nah. You know what I'm saying? But at this time right now, I'm telling you, music is the main influence, and what they see on the internet is the main influence to a lot of these young niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, and a lot of them is lost, and it is. You know, I'm out here. I be around niggas that be thugging and slinging on with backpacks. When I move with niggas with backpacks. But I ain't telling my niggas to act up, cause our first thing is, like I tell that nigga be with me, we want to kill him with success, but we'll kill him the other way too. But first, we want to kill them with success.
Right.
So because
we're going to put it in their face.
Yeah,
first.
we're going to kill them with success. But if they want to die the other way, they can get it like that too. But that's not what a nigga on. We trying to leave legacies and make sure the kids straight, the family straight. I done did everything in the hood you can fucking possibly imagine. Like, everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really, like I heard niggas talk about trapping. Like, I really made 300, 400K out the streets.
Right.
Like, I really did that shit. Like, I'm talking
Right.
about God's honest truth. Like, you can ask my baby mama. Like, she see this shit with her eyes. Like, I done that shit. So it's like certain things in the hood now I don't really give a fuck about. So I go and try to get on other levels because I can stay really away from that shit. But sometimes I get drawn back into the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not intentionally, but just
I would go back to that shit knowing that ain't nothing right here. But it's just your mind will adapt back to it, and then so with me being a grown man, with my mind, and it'll make me adapt back to it. Imagine the kid that wake up every day and when he go outside, this is what he see.
Yeah.
You want to adapt to that lifestyle. If I wake up outside every day at home and I see niggas on the corner, niggas shooting dice, niggas getting drunk, niggas with pistols, I'm adapt to that. Right. If I wake up every day and I see a nigga with a briefcase, everybody walking outside every morning going to go to job and jumping in a nice car, and you're like, hold on, why I got a briefcase and so I want to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as a kid, you
want to adapt. Your environment
play
a big part.
A smaller part.
But not all the time. I feel like you have to be a product of your environment, because you have. With me, I believe that God gives us two choices. He brings us to a path and he split that path where he tells us we can either go his way or we can go this way. Mm-hmm. It's our decision, because God never will depart from us. True. It's us that departs from him. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times it's the decisions that we make when we choose to go left instead of going right. And then that's when we start seeing life for how life really is, but don't have to be.
You're right. You're right about that. Like God, bro, God is like showed me so many. Like to be honest with you, like I don't know what it is about me, but like God like to show me like people was gonna die, and like 6 months later they die. Like God showed me that I was gonna get. God showed me I was gonna get shot. Like when I got shot like 6-7 months ago, I dreamed that I had already got shot.
I know you're not lying, because I had the same vision, and they were
real.
so scary to me. I asked God to take them away, but my auntie was telling me, you embrace that, because that means that's God gave you that gift. It's not like we out here playing with tarot cards or nothing like that. No disrespect to y'all, because to each his own, but I'm just saying, like, I can relate to that, because when something bad is finna happen, I get that gut feeling like God is letting me know. It can be up to 2 or 3 weeks prior. And then next thing you know, boom.
I don't know why it's like that. It's always happened to me, and it happens so frequently to where I started like when it happened, I tell somebody, because when it happened, I say, I told you that. At first it used to happen, I used to be like,
you keep it to yourself.
It's coincidence. Yeah. It's coincidence.
Yeah.
And I started like saying something like, hey mama, I had a woo. Like I told my mama I had a dream I was gonna get shot. Like 7 months ago, I just got shot.
Yeah.
I dreamed at first, but I had told my mama, because I remember, you know what I'm saying? You know, a blind man came to me when I was in jail. Before I got out of jail. His name was Michael. And I never forget his name, because his last name was Morgan. My best friend named Michael Morgan.
Yeah,
Mike. You know what I'm saying? So I never forgot this old man name. He was blind. And when I was in jail, he told me to read him the Bible. And I'm like, man, fuck that Bible. Because I just got to jail. I'm aggravated. My lawyer ain't answer. Goddamn me. I'm worried about my daughter. I'm worried about how much time I'm getting. And then he came down there to me again. He said, young man, I'm going to tell you something. He said, you're not going to get out of jail until you read me this Bible. Every time I call, it was bad news. So one day I went and woke him up. I said, I'm ready to read you the Bible. So I started reading him the Bible. I started reading them Psalms. So I read them one page.
That's my favorite chapter.
I'm reading them one page. I'm reading them 2 pages at a time. So he came to me, he said, "You done?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, the longest you take for me to read Psalms, the longest it's gonna take for you to get out of jail." I'm like, damn. It was this man, he had been locked up like 20-something years. He was blind. And I read him the whole Psalms, right? Like 2 days later, my lawyer called. He said, "Man, you gonna get out of jail. You gonna so, whoa, whoa, whoa." I hung up the phone. The blind man, he said, "Zettie." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You going home, right?" I said, "Man, yeah, how you know?" Like, nah, this is a true story. And then when I was getting ready to leave, right, like he used to know when I moved because I used to ask him, like, "If you blind, how you be knowing when I'm in the bathroom? How you be knowing when I'm over in this area?" He said, "Because I listen to your church, a certain sound and move, so everywhere that church go, I know it's you." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I was getting my bags and I was getting ready to leave. He said, "I'm gonna tell you something." He said, "I don't know you. It's a true story." He said, "But you special." And he said, "You get out of jail, he said, you got a lot of love and you got a lot of hate." He said, "When you get out of jail, someone gonna try to kill you." He told me this. I be damn. It was like 2 years passed by since I got out, but I got shot. I got shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just got shot, and so it happened. And I just thought about. He said they're not gonna be successful with it because God got a veil over you. God protecting you. He said, but it's going to happen. I be damn. It happened. I wrote this man. I wrote him a JPay probably like about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and I told him, I said, the JPay, I swear to God, my exact word. I said, "Mr. Morgan, you remember what you told my nigga gonna try to kill me? Well, guess what? This is my exact word." I said, "Them pussy tried, but they 0 for 4.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is what I said in my JPay. I swear to God. And I ain't put no address, none on. I just said, "This is it."
But he knew because God sent that.
A blind man showed me, told me this. I'm like, "You blind? Like, how did you see this? How did you know this?" And it's like I'm telling you,
God, you never know who God might send a smoker to you, and you might think this smoker tripping, but God used everybody and He will use anybody and everybody around you to get you to see like what's going on. But it's up to us to take them warning before destructions and move a little different and, do what we gotta do.
I be trying.
But I see you out there trying. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the man that you have became. And, coming from kids, us being in high school, just seeing where you are, I'm very proud of you.
I knew it was going to be like this, though.
Shout out to you.
I already, because I knew who I was as a kid. Like,
yeah, definitely. Even when you got shot when we was in school, Zettie, you was driving with a fucking stick.
Yeah.
Nobody was doing that shit.
I never
Nobody was doing. This boy was coming through, and everybody was like, "That's Lil Zettie and that cousin." I'm just sitting there like, "No, Lil Zettie got shot." They say, "Nah, that's Lil Zettie driving it." Then he come back through, he let the window down, high side, she's going on somebody, ugly as her, I don't know. Lil Zettie being Lil Zettie or whatever, he's going on somebody. I'm like, damn, this nigga is driving. So I asked him one day, I was like, "How you driving?" I don't know if you remember. And you were like, "With this stick?" I was like, "Bro, you lying."
Yeah, I never.
But this man was driving with a stick.
I just, like that shit made me even more powerful though. Because now I think a lot of, like, when I was like up on my feet, it's like you quick to just go do shit. So now I just sit back and I just like analyze a lot of shit, and then I put the force behind it, or the money behind it, or the niggas behind it. You know what I'm saying? But if not, then I don't think that I really even be like how I am right now.
Right.
To be honest with you. So anything that God encountered to my life, like everything that happened, me going to jail, me get shot, or me anything, losing on dice, I put it in rap. So I put it in interviews. When people interview me, it's like they so when they call me, they always calling me to pay me for something. So I just use my pain and turn it to profits most of the time.
Right.
Because everybody like to know like my story, but my story, like, it's really for real. Like, I really did all this shit. I if I talk about it or rap about it, you know what I'm saying? It's like and I tell you the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's like mostly what I'm about. What I do is the stuff that I done been through, from seeing my best friend being murdered in 2016. Somebody sent me the picture of her slumped at her car. That sent me from, my husband going, get his time, whatever the case may be. But the one thing that I call it my growing pains. because I had to isolate myself from this world, and I had to see people for who they really were. And you know, it wasn't about, don't nobody owe us nothing. You get what I'm saying? Don't nobody owe me nothing. But it also teaches you who really gonna be there when times get hard, who real friends are, what real friends look like. And it's always the people that's been standing in the background, but the whole time they been having your back all along. So, you know, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer.
Hold on, son.
I appreciate you sharing your story, cause I'm telling you, the people I could show you the people. Shout out to Monk, Marvelous Monk on Facebook. Monk, Zettie is her. You see Zettie? Zettie is her. In Europe. She was like, who is this Zettie? She cut her. Who is Zettie? Who is Zettie? You know little Zettie. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna do what I can do. You know, this busy man, he got a lot going on.
We're gonna put it out.
I reached out to Soooo. I'm like, Soooo.
We're gonna put it out.
Soooo.
We're gonna support.
I need your help. I was like, you think Lil Zettie come on the podcast? He was like, yeah, man, I'm a guy.
Yo.
Soooo, was shout out to Soooo, cause that's like, we like blood. Like, I feel like blood don't make you related. You get what I'm saying? Like, just like this podcast today, I'm gonna take a lot away from this podcast. You know what I'm saying? From you, from your knowledge. Because like I said, I take away notes from females and males. Sit me with the people that's money-minded, but not greedy. Because it's a difference. You get what I'm saying? Show me the way in a way where I can make this happen and be successful.
You know how much money I have, I was
You know
greedy.
what I'm saying?
You know how much more money I have, I was greedy. You know how much shit I fuck off helping somebody else?
I already know.
I ain't got nothing to do with me, just to try to, because they around me or something. Man, that's how.
But that's Zettie, that's another reason why you always stay blessed. Cause I know for a fact you got a praying mama.
For sure.
And when you got a praying mama, and I'm not talking about now lay me down to sleep. I pray to God my soul to please keep an eye on my kids. No, you have a prayer warrior as a mother. And with that being said, it ain't nothing else to say after that. When you got grandparents and you got mothers and that's praying for you, say God or listening to those people where our prayers might fall up on deaf ears because we not even doing right, but they prayers, God are listening to them, and God will protect us and shield us from anything. He never said that the weapon wouldn't form, but what he did say is it wouldn't prosper.
He didn't weapon form against me, don't let it prosper.
It's not gonna prosper.
Every tongue that rises against me in judgment, let it fall.
And every enemy will what? Soon become your footstool. Period. So we're gonna wrap this podcast up, Zettie. I appreciate you. You had me a little nervous, but
we're gonna make it happen.
I really appreciate it.
We're gonna support all black businesses.
And that's all I be trying. And I'm gonna give you some elephant gear too.
I got you. I'm gonna just bring you some of that shit. I promise you. I'm
gonna give you some elephant gear too, cause I stand behind the big elephant. You know, big shit popping. We gonna, you know, you got anybody you wanna shout out? Shout out to Zettie Nick again. That's my baby.
Shout out to Zettie Nick. Shout out to my son, my big son.
Shout out to the new baby too.
Yeah,
hey,
that's my son. That's why I do it for, and my grandbaby.
And the grandbaby. I forgot about Carter.
Yeah. Lil Drip. I call him Lil Drip. I call him Lil Drip.
Shout out to Bun Bun, because Bun Bun love his uncle.
Shout out to Bun Bun. Now that's a spit image of me right there.
That little boy love his uncle. And I think that they gonna have a bond so tight, it's not gonna be no cousin nephew stuff. It's gonna be like the three brothers type stuff. And I love that. I love and respect the bond. Y'all have as siblings too. You know.
He think I'm a superhero. He think I'm really a superhero.
Yeah.
In real life though, like he think ain't nobody. He think ain't nothing mess with me. Like he think I can't die. Nothing. He like uncle. Like I told him the other day. I said, he said every time he see me, he be like, uncle, give me 10,000. And I'd be like, what you gonna do with 10,000? He was talking, I'm gonna buy me an elephant chain and a Lamborghini. So this is what I told him. I said, listen. I said, I ain't got the 10,000. I said, I whispered in here. I said, I stashed the 10,000 inside your mama's bathroom up under the toilet. I said, don't nobody know this me and your secret. So every time he see me, he be like, uncle, I ain't told nobody about the 10,000. It's still up on the toilet in the same place. But when you gonna take it out and give it to me? He said, when you gonna take it out and give it to me? Because it been up under there too long.
Man say, ain't no telling. Bubba probably done got them pliers and tried to unwind them little things on the side. Say, my aunt got me 10 bands on there. Man say, I know it's her, but let me wind this back.
I still ain't told nobody. He be with me. He said, I ain't told nobody between me and you. So I let him keep my chain. So my sister like, bro, I'm not responsible for no $35,000 chain. So I said, man, I ain't tripping. We got insurance on it. If something happen to it, get what? I'm gonna get 60 for it. I'm gonna get 60 for it. If something happen to it, I take it out and give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Cause we're gonna put insurance on it. You know what I'm saying? So something happen, they blessing my game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so he'll cry cause he want an elephant chain, but I'm gonna buy one. Cause it's one of my baby.
He love his uncle, man. That boy love his uncle. But we gonna wrap it up. You got anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out to my gang. Shout out to all my dogs that support me. Shout out to all my dogs with the movement. Shout out to Trap. Shout out to Gunna Music. Shout out to Lil Dion. Shout out to all the producers and everybody that be sending me beats and shit like that though. You know what I'm saying? So it's only right that I take y'all with me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, we gonna get up out of here. Kashmere Mafia. What's the?
Yeah, I know it.
What's the brand?
PCL, big business, big elephant.
Big elephant.
Not the little one.
Not the little one. Yeah. Cause he's stepping on shit.
Yeah, and
point blank. Period.
Okay.